Welcome back, my beautiful soul family, to another episode of the Reclamation Podcast. Today, we are entering the sacred sanctuary of the Mother Archetype, an energy as ancient as the stars, as familiar as breath, and as powerful as creation itself. My name is Paula Collins. I am a Magdalene Sound Priestess and a spirituality mentor. I invite you to get cozy, maybe wrap yourself up in a blanket or a shawl, light a candle if you'd like, and come home to a place within you that already knows how to hold, how to heal, and how to birth. This episode is a soft invocation, a sacred remembering, and an invitation to reconnect with the mother within. So, who is this archetype of the mother? Well, across cultures and mythologies, the mother is more than a role. She is an archetype, a divine presence, a force of creation and destruction. She is Gaia, Isis, Demeter, Mary, Pachamama, and Kuan Yin. She births galaxies and she whispers lullabies to seeds buried in the darkness. She is the nurturer, the one who holds us, the one who feeds us, and the one who comforts us. She is also the creatrix, the one who brings life into being. She is a protector, a fierce lioness, the one who defends that which is sacred. And she is also the destroyer of illusion, the one who says no more to that which no longer serves. And yes, my beloved ones, she lives within you. Now, let me start with the mother archetype is not limited to those who bear children. Okay, this is not a title for a part of your life. She is your tenderness. She is in the boundaries that you put in place for yourself. She is in your hands when you place them over your heart and whisper, I've got you. She is in your rituals. She is in your voice. And she is in the deep knowing of your body. But here's the thing. So many of us have felt disconnected from her. And there's a few reasons for that. Maybe it's because your relationship with your own mother was disconnected. There was no closeness. She wasn't somebody who was tender. She wasn't somebody who offered comfort. She wasn't somebody that helped you feel like you belonged. She wasn't a nurturer. Maybe your own mother didn't understand boundaries, so you didn't have that example. So maybe you have this disconnection from that. Maybe your disconnection is because society tells us as women that we are supposed to grow up, get married, and have children. And maybe that is not your path, and that is okay. But because that role of mother has been connected so deeply to giving birth to another human being, you've become disconnected from her. And maybe It's because somewhere along the line, you were told that being soft was weakness, or you were told that being fierce was being too much. You were told that showing your emotions made you too chaotic or erratic. But here's the thing. We remember that we are the womb that births the worlds. Think about that for a moment. We are the womb that births the worlds. So maybe you have never physically pushed a baby out of your body, but maybe you have created amazing things in your life. And in order to create those amazing things in your life, you give birth to them energetically. Maybe you are somebody who loves to gardens and you have planned out the most beautiful landscaping. That's birthing it. You were the creatrix of it. You brought it to life. You saw the vision and you brought it to life. Maybe you are a wizard in the kitchen and you love to cook and you love to bake. You create dishes from scratch. You create things that nourish people's bodies. That is the creatrix within you. Maybe you're really crafty. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you're a musician. I mean, the list goes on, doesn't it? Every time you do something that creates beauty in this world, you are bringing it to life. Even if you are picking up an instrument and playing a song that was written by somebody else, as soon as your fingers hit the keys or your fingers hit the strings, whatever it is for you, you are bringing life to it. And that makes you a womb. You are also the one who tends the soil of becoming. So maybe you have ideas that you are planting seeds for. And you are planting them deep in your heart and in your soul. And you tend to them as you go through your creative process to bring them into fruition. That is the energy of the mother. So how do we reconnect with our inner mother if we have shut her out? How do we call her back into existence? How do we welcome that incredible energy back into our lives? Well, we begin by mothering ourselves. We look at the places where we did not feel that support and that nurturing. We did not feel that love, where somebody did not tend to us. And we go back and we start to tend to those areas. We realize that we can bring comfort to ourselves. We realize that we can be that beautiful voice of encouragement. We realize that we can offer ourselves the love and compassion that maybe we never received. And so we go back and we start doing that for us. We stop abandoning ourselves just to be liked or chosen or keeping ourselves quiet. Because we honor that which is within us, which is worthy, which is lovable. We nurture the parts of ourselves that allow us to speak our truth, that allow us to move forward in the belief systems and the values that nurture us. We stop wearing masks and trying to be like everybody else so that we fit in. We offer nourishment to the parts of us that feel unworthy or unseen, because we realize that we are worthy and we do believe and we are worthy of being seen. It's okay for us to be seen in the things that are such a deep part of us. So we slow down. We become more contemplative. We sit with the things that rise up in us that are just begging to be nurtured and loved, shown compassion, encouraged. Maybe we journal about it. Maybe we just take time to give ourselves a hug that nobody else has given us. I can remember a time when I did not mother myself. I was very good at mothering everybody else, but not me. I was an overgiver. I was a people pleaser. And I would change who I was. I wore masks so that I would be liked, I would be chosen to be a part of something. And if I didn't know enough about the group I wanted to fit into, to be liked, to be chosen, I would figure it out. I would learn about it so I could become that. And I would take on the characteristics that I needed. See, I became an incredible actress because of this strong desire to be liked and chosen. And I think that I got some of that from my own mom. Because for a good portion of her life while she was raising me, she tried to be what she needed to be to fit in. She tried to be and tried to learn what she needed to learn so she could fit in different groups of people. So my mom wore masks because she didn't have the self-esteem and the self-worth that she needed. She didn't feel worthy. And because I grew up in that environment, she was my first teacher. And so I learned it from her. And I don't blame my mom at all for that, because it's what she learned from her mother, and her mother learned from her mother, and it goes all the way back. Changing who we are, because society will tell us, if you want to be loved and liked and accepted, you need to do A, B, C, and D. You need to look like this. You need to dress like this. So we abandon that. We keep up with the latest fashions. We make sure that we know what's going on. But here's the thing. When we do that, we block out our inner mother. We block out that part that is meant to nurture us, that is meant to sit with us, that is meant to help bring our dreams and our desires to life. And that is hard. That is difficult. But we do it because we don't know anything else. We don't know anything different from that. And so we feel as if it is more important for us to be that for everybody else. And it's not fair. It's not fair at all. It doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form. We get to the point where we feel like we have to earn our love by being everything for everyone. And so we pour ourselves out for everybody else. We silence our own needs just to hold everybody else together, to be the good woman. And so many times we don't realize that we're mothering everybody else. And that's hard. That's difficult. But our inner mother wants to be a part of us. She wants us to check in with her, to allow her to be stronger and more vibrant in our life. And so I'm going to take you through a short ritual meditation to help you connect more deeply with your inner mother. So if you are in a safe space, I invite you to gently shut down your eyes, to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, and to exhale gently through your mouth. I invite you to feel the weight of your body being held by the earth, Mama Gaia, the great mother, just like a mother holding and cradling her child. And bring your hands to your heart and whisper to yourself, I see you. I love you. I will never leave you. And see how that feels in your body when you tell yourself, I see you. I love you. I will never leave you. Maybe your inner child begins to exhale for the very first time, knowing that they are seen, loved, and won't be abandoned. Feel the energy of the Divine Mother move through you. Feel her as a warmth in your belly, as comfort in your bones. Or maybe it's a soft lullaby only your soul can hear. Breathe into her love and breathe out self-judgment. Breathe in more of her love and breathe out more self-judgment. You are safe here with your inner mother. You are whole and you are sacred, my beloved. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And gently open your eyes. And how are you feeling? Were you able to feel that? It's okay if you couldn't. It's okay if it's new for you. You can always come back and do it again and again and again and again. So what do we do now? How do we create a daily devotion to this mother archetype that lives inside of us? How do we carry this energy into our daily life? Maybe it is just as simple as sitting with your hand over your heart center each morning and saying, I've got you. and taking a moment to breathe into that. Maybe when you're in the kitchen and you're cooking a wonderful meal, even if it's just for yourself, cook with presence. Be present in everything that you're doing, with every ingredient that you chop up or saute or put into what it is you are cooking. Infuse your food with your nurturing energy. Put your love and your heart and soul into what you are cooking, because that is mother energy. Maybe you turn on some beautiful sensual music and you begin to dance slowly, and you honor your body as the temple that she is. You allow yourself to feel the sensual flow of the music, and you move your bodies in ways that honors that. Maybe you learn to say no to the things that drain you, the things that do not nurture you, the things that you dread. It's okay to say no, because your no is very sacred. Your no says, I'm going to take this time for me, and it's okay that I'm doing that. And maybe you learn to say yes to the things that feed you, that nurture you, that excite you, that fill you with the anticipation and the explosive energy. Because your yes should be sacred as well. Remember that mothering yourself is a practice. It's not something that you do on Monday and forget about it until the next Monday. It's a practice that we have to do daily, because if we don't, she can get lost again in the hustle and the bustle of our lives, in all of the things that come. But when we take the time to remember her, little bits and pieces throughout the day, right? It just doesn't have to be morning. Like I said, it can be when you're cooking. It can be putting on some music because you just need to move your body and you honor it. It can be calling upon that mothering energy when you are out with friends, to remember to nurture yourself, and that you deserve to be heard and deserve to be seen, that what you contribute is valuable. Because, my beloveds, the mother archetype is a remembering. It is a reclamation of who you are at the core. It is important. It's why I take time to teach about it. If this episode stirred something within you, I invite you to look in the show notes and to journal with the prompts, and even share your experiences or your aha moments with me. Nothing brings me greater joy than to see that there's a comment waiting for me. And if you feel called because it stirred something within you, share this episode with someone who really needs this kind of medicine, who needs to remember, who needs to reclaim, because we are not on this journey alone. We are mothering the world back into wholeness, one person at a time, with one breath at a time, one heartbeat at a time, one remembrance at a time. Maybe you need to download this so that you always have it with you to listen to, because this one is that important to you. So until the next time, my beloved, remember that you are held. Remember that you are sacred. And remember that you are love. And I will see you here again next time. Until then, carry love and nurturing in your heart.